one staff member who's called in sick this morning. Another staff member still trapped by the floods. And I'm heading into the city. Dad's back in hospital and is having a pretty major surgery today. So that's where I'm going today. See him before he goes into surgery and to stick around to see how it goes. Pretty sure I've said before I hate Sydney traffic. And my GPS is trying to take me in all sorts of different directions to save me like 4 minutes. And at that point I just go, I think I'm happy to sit on the road that I know and just crawl. So the road that I know is Parramatta Road. I hate Parramatta Road. And when you're going through areas like this, Leichhardt, and you're sitting still, there was apparently an incident, didn't say accident, an incident earlier, but initially when it was I was coming down, it said I could avoid this incident and use the M7 or the M7 and M5 to travel down. And that's a lot of tolls to save 4 minutes. Just paid the M4 toll and I'll go along here rather than... When I looked at some of the routes, I stopped at the gas station and I looked at some of the other routes it wanted me to take, and they were just ducking and weaving and cutting and turning left and turning right. So I'm just thinking, if you're barely saving me any time, that's a lot of effort to try and do that. I mean, in the time that I've been driving down, my arrival time has changed by almost half an hour, because I knew that would happen. That's why I left early. Initially it said I was going to arrive down there at about 8:37. It's now saying I'm going to arrive at about 9:10. So things change as you go, and I knew that would happen. Visiting hours doesn't open until 10 in the morning, and I just want to get down there. I've got to obviously find parking, because he's in a different hospital to where he was before. Incidentally, he was having to drive in traffic like this years ago for work, driving in peak hour, that made me go and buy my first automatic in the Suzuki. My back issues first started showing up, and having to ride a clutch in traffic like this just destroyed my back. I had to arrive at work in pain when we were shopping for the replacement for the little Hyundai Accent that we had, and we were looking at various small four-wheel drives and that sort of thing. One of the things we looked at was the difference between the automatic and the manual vehicles, and we went getting the automatic. So I was so anti-automatic as a kid, as a young guy. To drive, you needed a manual. So the only manual that's around the place at our house now is the van, which isn't running, but just got a phone call and they've moved Dad's surgery forward 2 hours. So whereas he was going to be going in 11, so I was going to get to see him beforehand, they've now said his surgery is at 9. It's now 5 past, and I'm still 10 minutes from the hospital. I got to speak to him on the phone. I can't really just blame the traffic on not getting there in time now. And they've moved him forward. They've moved him forward, but they may not. They may not wheel him in before I get there.